Hello there, welcome to Inquiring Minds. My name is Doug and I'm back with a quick fountain pen comparison. These two fountain pens are made from the same material. It's called PEEK, P-E-E-K, short for polyether ether ketone. Don't say that 10 times fast.
Warm embrace of kith and kin. The three are the symbol of the spirit of the Griswold family Christmas.
It's an engineered plastic that is very strong and hard and has a high melting point and is even used to replace human bone in partial skull replacements.
Metal plate in my head.
How can I forget?
I had to have it replaced because every time Catherine revved up the microwave, I'd piss my pants and forget who I was for a half hour or so. I don't know if I ought to go sailing down no hill with nothing between the ground and my brain but a piece of government plastic.
You really think it matters, Eddie?
The pen on the left is from Eureka and sold for about $50 with a number 6 size Bach steel nib and is currently sold out. You can see the video review for this pen by clicking right up here. Ian Schon of Schon Design makes this pen and it sells for $285 with a number 6 size steel Yovo nib. The Schon pen has been loaned to me for this comparison by pen friend Arthur from the Calgary Pen Club. I'm going to digress here briefly as I want to give Arthur, and more specifically, his young son Eric, a message. I met Arthur and Eric at the Pelican Hub here in Calgary back in September. Eric was anxious to meet me as he's a fan of Inquiring Minds. He proudly showed me his Jinhao X159 and basically said that I had pen-abled him. I showed Eric the ornate Hongdian D5 I was reviewing the next day. His dad, Arthur, subsequently told me that Eric really loved the Hongdian D5, but it was out of his price range as he was buying some Pokemons he had been saving up for. Well, Eric, today is your lucky day because you get to have your D5 and your Pokemons too. Arthur, when you pick up your Schon PEEK pen, please take this Hongdian D5 as my gift to your charming son Eric to further pen-able the young man. But back to the comparison between these two pens. The only real similarity between them is the material and the fact that they both have number 6 size steel German nibs. Both pens accept standard international cartridges and both can be eyedroppered. The Schon design has an O-ring on it to help seal it, but the Eureka will eyedropper just fine if you put some silicone grease on those threads. And surprisingly, the Schon has a larger ink capacity than the Eureka, the Schon holding 4.1 milliliters of ink eyedroppered and the Eureka 3.1 milliliters. The Schon is shorter overall and posts really nicely, making it a good size pen. The Eureka has the longer section and the cap doesn't post very well at all. The Schon has a conic top and bottom finial, whereas the Eureka is domed. They are both very light pens as the PEEK material is strong, hard, and light. And the Yovo nib writes very nicely indeed. I'll put up some size comparison measurements right here and send out thanks to Arthur for the loan of this lovely fountain pen from Schon Design. And I'll put a link to Schon Design in the description below. Ian is doing some really interesting things in his Philadelphia shop, not least of which is his unique Monarch nib. And there you have it. Thanks for watching.
I made this.